Hi everyone, thanks for clicking. My name is Bethany Jackson and I am a personal fitness trainer certified through the International Sports Science Association. Today I'd like to talk to you about nutrition. Specifically, we're going to talk about things that will answer the questions, do I need probiotics? What are the odds my pH is off? And what the heck are electrolytes anyway? Let's get started with pH. First, we need to figure out what pH even stands for. pH is short for potential hydrogen, meaning how much free hydrogen and or hydroxyl ions are in a given whatever. Water, blood, saliva, gastric mucus. Now we're going to think about hydrangeas. When planted in acidic soil, the flower will take up aluminum, turning blooms blue. When planted in alkaline soils or basic soils, nothing happens and the blooms remain pink. Human blood is naturally a little bit alkaline or basic. Bacteria prefers more acidic conditions, but instead of aluminum causing acidity, a lack of oxygen and overabundance of carbon dioxide causes blood acidity. This is called carbonic acid, just like acid rain. Blood's pH is around 7.35 to 7.45, and saliva is around 6.5 to 7.5. The lower the number, the more acidic. The higher the number, more basic. The scale is exponential, so 6 is actually far more acidic than 7. When blood pH falls below 7, the central nervous system becomes depressed and disorientation may occur. So unless you're consuming aluminum or have something stealing your oxygen, like a tumor, you most likely don't need pH balancing water or to be eating an alkaline diet unless expressly instructed to do so by your doctor. What you eat is not necessarily what you absorb. So if you need this or that, your body is going to take what it needs from inside of it, from food or tissue, and it's going to leave the rest. There may be hundreds of factors affecting how our bodies use the food we eat. Talk to your doctor if you have concerns about your pH. Next, we're going to discuss probiotics. Speaking of things that your body may not necessarily absorb just because you ate it. Probiotics. Probiotics are defined as microorganisms, also called microflora, introduced into the body for its beneficial qualities. Soluble and insoluble fiber are fermented in the intestines by microflora, or probiotics, which make short-chain fatty acids, which are the primary source of energy for colon cells. And a healthy turnover in colon cells means less risk for colon cancer. Short-chain fatty acids also help transport fat-soluble vitamins like A and K. So instead of eating gimmicky yogurt, whose probiotics won't live through the gauntlet of your stomach acid anyway, just feed the bacteria in your small intestine directly by eating some apples and celery, and you should have a healthy population of bacteria in your small intestine and colon. Now we're going to discuss electrolytes. Minerals such as sodium, potassium, chloride, calcium, and magnesium that provide conductivity functions for fluid passage. That's osmosis, remember? We talked about osmosis in grade school. Through cellular membranes. Electrolytes are just inorganic salts, acids, and bases that form ions in a solution. Now, inorganic just means not living. It's not biological. Nerve impulses don't just send themselves, people. So, lemons are acidic and they contain a fair amount of potassium. Table salt and sea salt contain chloride. So if you make homemade lemonade with reduced amounts of sugar and a good pinch of salt, you just made crazy cheap sports drink. If you're looking for magnesium, leafy green veggies, cruciferous veggies, like Brussels sprouts and broccoli, cabbage, and whole grains, this is where you find magnesium. Speaking of whole grains, lastly, we're going to go over food labels. To be sure you're getting 100% whole grain, be sure to look for the Whole Grain Council stamp when you're buying bread. It's a little gold stamp, and it just certifies that the bread that you're buying has 8 or more grams of fiber per serving. Labels stating food is natural really doesn't mean anything. Anyone is allowed to mark their food as natural. Organic, on the other hand, means this. I have a link for you. It's pretty complex what organic actually means, and it's going to be too time consuming to explain here, maybe in a later video. Furthermore, if you are eating organic food, I'm on my soapbox now, if you are eating organic food to better the planet, you should know there's much more food waste involved in producing organic food than there are in current food production methods. That's why we strayed from growing 100% organic food in the first place. If you plan to eat only organic food for your body's sake, you're out of luck there too. Organic pesticides, abamectin, pyrethrum, and rotenone are more toxic than synthetic alternatives. In the end, from a chronic disease perspective, it appears that the benefits of simply eating more vegetables and fruits, regardless of whether they're organic or not, outweighs the potential risks for pesticide exposure. This means there's no excuse. Buy the affordable, healthy food. We started using chemical pesticides because people were becoming malnourished due to the cost of high organic food. You can't just give up. Do the best with the resources that you have. Did you notice that most of these nutrition concerns stemmed from companies' manipulation of the boring truth? I hope I've made grocery shopping a little less confusing for you, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to message Old Fashioned Fitness on Facebook or email me at oldfashionedfitness@gmail.com. Thank you for watching, and happy shopping.